homemade crisati, and that was all picked out of the town of Ohio and then prepared. Yeah. This is Echin rice with sesame seed oil and soy sauce and sesame seeds that we take out of here.
You want some
Kikkoman soy sauce and sesame seed oil. And then this is bulgogi made out of beef. But there's pork and chicken bulgogi. This bulgogi is made out of beef, and out of the three, my favorite's the beef bulgogi, but pork and chicken bulgogi are good. So, but that's spoiled crisati prepared with
cheese and salt, a little bit of soy sauce, and stir fry it.
So sesame seeds, salt, and what else?
Soy sauce.
Okay, no sesame.
And garlic.
And garlic.
Smashed the garlic.
And what kind of vegetable is that?
That's crisati.
Crisati. Okay, and you picked that right out by the spring in Ohio, yeah. And then what do you put in the bulgogi? You can use beef, pork, or chicken.
Anything, yeah. So this got in soy sauce, little salt, little bit of soy sauce, go by taste. And sesame oil, same thing again. It's sesame oil, sesame seeds, garlic, and marinate it about a couple, 2-3 hours. Then stir fry it.
And how many varieties?
With a hot fry pan.
Okay. And how many varieties of kimchi do you make? There's cucumber kimchi. And
radish kimchi, Nepal kimchi. You know, that's about it. 3 different things.
And you learned all this from your mother in Korea?
Not just the mother.
Oh, yeah.
Just the, you see and then hear, eat, and.
And you guys ate this 3 times a day, right, for breakfast?
Right.
And yeah. And then you came here, during Vietnam, right? You met Grandpa, and then.
No. Oh yeah, I guess there was Vietnam.
It was during Vietnam, yeah.
I come here in 1969.
Yeah, so it was during Vietnam, and Grandpa was over there because of the Vietnam War, and then he met you, right?
Not Vietnam War, I don't think. He come to.
Yeah, because of the Vietnam War. That's why all the soldiers were there. Yeah, it was because of the Vietnam War. Yeah. Because I always wondered why Grandpa was over there, but I didn't realize we had troops in Korea during Vietnam, and then he met you. Huh.
Korean Wars was first. After the Korean Wars first, they have to protect the country from the North Korea, so they always have American militaries over there. They still have them.
Yeah, but you were in Korea, so besides the Korean War during Vietnam, you didn't actually see any of the fighting that was taking place, because that was mostly in Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, right? They were just stationing troops in Korea.
Yeah.
In preparation for. We're sending them to Vietnam.
You see, Korean War starts in 1950, right?
Yep.
And they end in 1953. And I was only about 3-4 years old at that time, so I don't know nothing.
Okay.
How they taste, all right?
Good, yeah, really good. And then you decided to leave, and then Grandpa, yeah. So you came back. You came back just before the Vietnam War ended, then.
Is it?
Yeah.
What year Vietnam start?
Vietnam started, I should know this, but Vietnam started in the early to mid 60s, and it went on to like 1971, 1970, somewhere in there. But that's why Grandpa was over there, stationed in Korea, was because of the Vietnam War.
Yeah, I was in Korea, 1968, I think. And my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, David, he went to Vietnam.
Yeah.
He was fly helicopters, transfer merchandise and stuff.
Yeah. Didn't you say back then there were still tigers, right? Or was that just before you were a kid?
That was an ancient story I was telling you.
Oh,
like my grandparents.
Oh,
my parents and my grandparents at the time, like all long time ago, when kings and queens generation.
Oh, yeah. And they were eating people.
Yeah, they don't have no transportation, no bus, nothing. They have
Imagine
to
getting eaten
walk.
by a tiger.
They have to walk, or either horse and buggy. They had horse and buggy.
So you grew up in a fishing town, so that was Seoul, right?
No, Incheon, Seoul don't have a fishing town.
Oh, what town did you grow up in? What town did you grow up in?
Way down south, they call Mokpo.
Okay, yep. So your maiden name was Song, which is my middle name then.
It's not middle name, it's my last name.
Oh, no, I'm saying that's my middle name, but your maiden name was Song, right? All right. Huh. So you guys ate, didn't you say they actually ate whales and stuff like that?
Wheels?
Yeah. Or didn't they hunt
Yeah,
whales?
yeah.
So there was a lot of whaling going on when you were a kid.
Not a lot. Fishermen bring it the one wheel that will feed the whole countryside probably. They're so big, they're bigger than this house.
How big were the rice paddy fields?
Big, honey. Rich, miles and miles, I tell you. Acres and acres and acres. You see that? How much you think that is? You see the picture?
Yeah. It probably tasted better back then.
You go Korea, you don't taste like this. It tastes so good, so fresh.
Oh, it's better in Korea.
Oh yes, this is like a 20 years old stale food here we eating. That's why I don't.
Now, the houses you lived in, they were traditional houses, right? So they had dirt floors and
My kitchen had a dirt floor.
they had straw roofs, right?
Yeah, but the bedrooms is not dirt floor. Then we had an outdoor bathroom. Outhouse bathroom. Outhouse bathroom. You know what that is?
Yeah, yeah. So you
That was when I was little.
yeah. That's how everyone pretty much lived back then, or
Oh yeah, most, uh, probably about 99%. They're all like that at the time. Now they got over here like a toilets and sinks and indoor plumbings and electricians. But we have lamp light, no electrician. Kerosene lamp.
yeah.
That's
Oh.
how you light up the night.
Oh, you didn't have electricity back then,
No.
so you just had kerosene lanterns. That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's what we know. So
Would you say there was less stress even though you had less money?
yeah.
There was less stress though.
Well, that I don't know. I was a child, so how do I know what's a stress or not?
Yeah, I hear you. When did you learn how to speak English?
After I met Grandpa,
Okay, so they're in Vietnam then.
you want more? You got to interview. You want what? You want a water?
Yeah, I'll have a little bit. So you met Grandpa what year?
Kind 69. It's gotta be 67, end of the 67, I think. We lived there with the grandpa over a year.
So-
Processing, file the papers and everything.
So you met.
The paperwork.
So you met him right during the middle of the Vietnam War is when you met him.
There was I bet you there was 1977. Then we lived there whole year, and part of the 1969 October I got here. Yeah, I don't know, 1968 to 67, some around there.
Yeah, so it's right in the middle of the Vietnam War basically.
I can't remember.
Did he ever get transferred to Vietnam or he just stayed in Korea?
He stayed the whole time.
And how'd you guys communicate if you didn't know English?
Oh, I sent it. I had a private tutor, English tutor. I speak a little bit.
Oh, when you were younger. How old were you when you met Grandpa?
I think I was 19.
And what did he do? Did he approach you or you approached him?
Let me tell you. See, that's why I don't want to get into this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My uncle, my father's brother,
Yep.
he had a town where we live,
Yep.
and it's a small tea house, like a tea shop, like a Dunkin' Donuts,
Yep.
goodies and coffees and teas like that. He owns that place.
Okay.
So after I get out of school, I don't do nothing. So he says, "You like to come over and help us?" I said, "Okay." So I went over there, and I was working whatever they needed, cashier or serve the people. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Bring it coffee and goodies and stuff. And one day your grandfather, his friends, they come over, stop by to have something to drink and eat. And then he keep looking at me, and I was back and forth room, doing work. He keep looking at me, and then later on, and he sent me the cup of coffee to drink. Would you like to have a cup of coffee? I said, so okay, So he bought me a cup of coffee, and that's where it started. It.
Oh, okay. They had coffee back then. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, we had a coffee shop all over the town.
Of course, you had You had a bunch of Americans coming in because of the Vietnam War, so that's probably different too. You know what I mean?
Coffee shop, donut shop. I used to Korean style. We had everything.
Now, did we?
Then after that, oh my God, he don't leave me alone. He keep coming after me. Every time he get a chance, he come over. He want to see me. So we start dating, and then next thing I know, he says, "You want to go inside the compound club?" I said, "Okay." So we went there, and it's a lot of fun. They have a band and dancing and all kinds of stuff. And then I went the first time. I liked it. So every weekend he come get me. He take me there and spend the time, night, weekend, go out,
Yeah.
do something, dancing, and then watch the live show. Actually, they have what do they call it? Concert,
Yes.
live concert shows they have. Then they have a movie theater, so we go to the movie theater.
Wow, I didn't know they had those back then.
No, it's in the American. It's in the compound.
Oh, in the compounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The military compound. Yep.
So every weekend he come over, get me, and he take me in there. Then we go to the movie, we go to the eat restaurant, hamburgers and stuff. Well, I never know the people then and hamburger.
You didn't know what a hamburger was. That's
Right.
crazy.
So, it's just something new to me. Everything is just so fascinating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You Korean you go inside the company, so everything is American style. I never saw my life. I said, "Wow, this is great."
You grew up in a traditional society that was thousands of years
Right.
old, and then here's the Americans during the Vietnam War bringing all this wonderful stuff in.
So we'll go over there, and like every weekend, like Friday, Saturdays, we'll go over there, and then we'll enjoy ourselves, go club and dancing and drinking.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you grew up in traditional Asia, which really didn't change for what, hundreds of years, thousands of years.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, didn't you say we had? Oh, go ahead.
You need more?
No, we're good for now. Didn't you say we had samurai in the family at one point?
Not that I know.
Oh, okay. And Key was.
He's a karate taekwondo.
Yeah.
He's into taekwondo.
But he was really good at it, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. He was like a fifth grade black belt.
Yeah. So Key was a 5th degree black belt in Taekwondo.
Yeah.
I remember him being quite the weapon when it comes to that stuff, but he doesn't do it anymore.
No, he can't do. He's too old.
I don't think he really wanted to either.
No, he quit a long time ago.
It's Did we have anyone in the military on your side of the family, like in the Korean military, or no? Or was it just mostly
Probably
fishermen?
some of my cousins, but not in my family. He was little,
Yeah.
He was younger than me.
So so even though with Grandpa and a lot of other family members were stationed over there because of the Vietnam War, of course you guys probably didn't have TVs and stuff, did you, back then?
No, we didn't have.
You didn't have any television. And was there newspapers or?
I think we had a newspaper, magazines and newspapers.
So the Vietnam War was going on, but you didn't really even know what was really going on because there was no. It didn't affect you in any way other than
Right.
we had troops stationed there and you met
Right.
Grandpa.
They don't affect anything else.
Okay, so there's really no influence there of the war. That's interesting.
Yeah.
What did you think when you first came to America?
Dream.
I can't even imagine. Now you're used to it.
No, I'm used to it.
What do you think of American? What did you think of American culture when you first came there? You just liked it, or
Fascinated.
yeah?
You know, first, your grandfather used to tell me when we were in Korea, you go to my house, you're going to be surprised. I said, why? You go in the house, you look up the ceiling, you're going to see the sky. They got holes on them. He tried to tell me they're poor, the house is poor houses, they got broke so you can't see the sky.
And it was rich compared to where you came from, huh?
Huh?
And it was almost rich compared to where you grew up, even though it was like poor.
No, they're not any more rich than I am.
Oh, oh, really?
Yeah. So I come here. His parents' house, Herkmadorfer Street. You need more decos, honey? You want more honey?
Yeah, I'll take some more. Would you say that America is better now, or was better back then when you first came here, like the 70s and 80s, compared to now? Like the economy and...
Oh, I mean, everything's a new model, a lot more than then, but too much things going on now.
Did you like America when you first came here better than now?
Yes, I like that time better, yes.
Yeah, I figured so.
All time.
This rice is good. Really. They Yeah, I'd like to go on that tour over there and visit it. And
I don't got much.
I didn't realize how many family members we had in Vietnam. It's kind of crazy.
Vietnam? What Vietnam?
The Vietnam War. I didn't realize how many family members, like on Dad's side, Mom's side, everywhere. Uncle Gary's side. But that's interesting. So you guys what'd you guys eat growing up? 3 times a day, just rice and kimchi and
Rice, kimchi, and fish, and vegetables like
a lot of fish, huh?
every day.
Every day.
3 meals.
Probably felt good from
Hey,
that though.
what's this?
Oh, I'll eat it. Hold on. What kind of fish did you eat?
We got all kinds of stuff.
There's probably less pollutants back then in it too.
You know? We don't eat no dead fish. We always eat live fish.
But the food you guys had, you were poor, but the food was probably out of this world, wasn't it? In terms of quality and freshness.
Yeah, the fish market comes to back around like 5 minutes from our house. So every morning we go buy fresh fish from the boat.
Yep.
They're live.
Oh, really?
They're live. They're jumping. Boop, 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 jumping.
So you got fresh fish that was alive every day.
Yeah.
Every day you ate it.
And then my mother goes in that dock and where fishing boat comes in. She buy it and bring home cook. It's still live. You cook them the live fish. Delicious.
That's awesome. Did you eat a lot of shellfish too, or?
Yeah, we have a shrimp, we have a clams, we have crabs, the red crabs.
That's crazy. Even though you guys were poor, you got to eat like that every day. Like you can't afford to do that now. So you got to eat really
at the
healthy.
time those was cheap.
It was also poor man's food. That's crazy.
At the time fish was cheap.
And where'd you get your rice from? It was from rice paddy fields there?
Yeah, you go countryside, they have a rice field, they have rice markets, they bring from the farm.
Would they just have sacks and you got different types? And there's different types of rice?
Barley, beans, and white rice, brown rice. There's a store, just like here.
Yeah.
The store people go out, buy it, vegetables and fruits and all that, and they sell to us.
Now, when it came to like bulgogi and stuff like that, I'm guessing there was less of that because meat was probably expensive. And did you have refrigerators back then? No how'd you store meat then?
We don't store it. We'll go market, buy, and bring home cooking.
Fresh.
Yeah.
So everything you ate was fresh.
Everything is fresh.
So you had no refrigerators, no freezers, no electricity. And it had been like that for thousands of years prior to America starting the Vietnam War.
No Korean food, huh?